Good morning. It is Wednesday. It is February 25th. And here we are for another spring day today.
Yes.
It's going to be in the 80s again, I guess,
man.
right?
Yeah, 83 today.
Windy?
Oh, not as much as yesterday, so not too bad, 10 to 15.
I didn't think yesterday it
And
got to be tremendously bad like I thought it was going to be.
I'm with you on that.
So there's that. And Katie Jo's back.
I'm of the West Texas weather. I mean, it was 40 in Atlanta.
Really?
And you walk
Wow.
out, and that meme where you see the person just turn sideways on the pole because of the wind.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Wow.
So really windy
Yeah.
and cold in Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah.
Your first experience in Atlanta? Well,
Oh, it was
Describe
fun.
it.
It was really fun. It's a different world. No doubt. Like, we were at the checkout Uber, waiting for our Uber, and one of the guys walked up and we said, "Hey, can we go here?" And one of the guys was in a cashmere sweater that was in our group, and that guy looked at us and said, "That's not made for us."
that's not made for us.
Danger. It was dangerous.
Oh, so to wear a cashmere sweater?
Well, no, a cashmere sweater being in the place we were going to go was not going to be a good combination.
Like somebody'd steal it from you?
No, they just
beat
knew
him
we
up
didn't
for it,
fit
or-
in.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I was just trying to understand because it was from a danger standpoint.
No.
Because he looked like he was super rich or something.
Yeah,
or
yeah, I think
okay,
so.
and
And
so
that guy just said,
people
y'all aren't, we're not built for that.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
I think
okay.
So we
Atlanta,
stayed in our bubble in Atlanta, but it was great.
yeah, I think Atlanta Airport is one of the largest.
It's
in the
one of the
United
busiest
States.
airports. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, it sure
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Did you find it to be very busy?
It was fun. Well, we went to dinner at a place Saturday night, and he had told us at the airport that there's a place to eat in Terminal T, and he said it's so good that he would book $100 flights to go somewhere so he could go and eat at this restaurant in the airport.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
Just to eat there.
Well, no. So it didn't snow while you were there.
No, it did not
Okay,
snow.
yeah, because they don't get a lot of snow there. But
Right.
Kathy had gone there at one time. Her former job, they had a big conference in Atlanta, and they went and stayed at this resort thing. And anyway, they had a freak snowstorm, and they got snowed in at a resort just outside of Atlanta, and didn't get to really do
Chateau
anything.
Elan?
I don't believe it's Chateau
Oh, okay.
Elan, but
All right.
You worked with Kathy.
yeah, you were there. Wow, what a coincidence.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she was just like, how crazy is this in Atlanta? I mean, they're not known for their big winter weather, but yeah, it was like a very rare, they don't get that many, blizzards and that kind of stuff. So, so you didn't see snow though, but okay. I've never been to Atlanta, so I hear there's a lot of trees.
There were a lot of trees.
Yeah,
They had an oyster fest or something right down from our convention center. And then but that place, you walk 10 miles from your room to get to the center. So,
Oh, wow.
hey, stay at this place for convenience.
It's more convenient than staying in Alabama.
My watch was like, someone stole your watch. You have too many steps. It was good, though. Gary V was a keynote speaker, and Jay Shetty was a keynote speaker. And it's just
Gary
really,
V?
Yeah.
So is it Gary Valenciano?
Gary Valenciano. I don't know if that
Do you
was him.
Gary Vaynerchuk? Have you heard of him?
I've heard of Gary V, I guess, but
Okay.
I don't know his actual Vanderhoot-Chuck. What did you say?
Vaynerchuk?
Vanderchuck? Okay.
Vaynerchuk Media.
Oh,
But you'll have to go watch his podcast because
Okay.
he's a...
Gary V. I have heard of him before, but it is funny when I hear Gary V, the first thing I think of is Gary Valenciano, the Michael Jackson of the Philippines.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You've heard that story, right?
I don't know if I have.
Well, that's one of those stories that,
Yeah.
comes out from time to time. Just in a nutshell, we don't need to get a long,
I think you'll need to tell it. I see the smirks going back and forth here.
It's not. There's nothing bad. It's just one of those funny things that happens to Mudflap, and just give us kind of a short story.
So
of
Gary
it.
V in the Philippines is the Michael Jackson of the Philippines, and so when I sang in my band, somehow our scheduling office got hooked up with his, and he.
In the Philippines.
In the Philippines, yeah. And so we were able to tour with him just a little bit. And so at the time, I mean, I got to play basketball with him. He took me on, some of his, his concerts there. And I mean, yeah, it was incredible, the Philippines just went crazy over
But yeah,
this
he's
guy.
a huge star. I mean, everywhere he goes, people are like, oh my I mean, he's
Yeah.
huge. Yeah. So he's the Michael Jackson
He's,
of
yeah.
the
Only
Philippines.
Mudflap.
Michael Jackson was actually the Gary Valenciano of the United States. So.
Yeah, that sounds better.
And then to top it all off, just about 2 years ago?
No, I feel like it's longer than that.
Longer than that,
but
3.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. But
yeah.
it's sometime in the past.
So I actually got him to call. I called his team, and he called the show.
Yeah, we had him on.
Yeah, we had him on.
He remembered.
And he confirmed everything to a T. Like he didn't. He
wasn't like my friend Rick who didn't remember me.
I mean, the
He
guy remembered
everything about
everything.
Mudflap,
I mean, because this guy, he rented out one of it would be like the United Supermarkets arena. He rented out one of the big arena thing and had a big basketball game for us at midnight. He had referees. I mean, he had everything.
World?
Well, yeah, he had some money and he had power to do these things.
I mean, he was the Michael Jackson of the Philippines. Let's face it. I mean,
So, but yeah, and then one of his singers in his group was the daughter of I think like the ambassador to the country.
She was the Kate Hudson of the Philippines.
Holy cow!
And so like he kept us from. There were 6 bombs that exploded in Manila, and he held us back for just about 30 minutes.
He
to
saved
an
your
hour.
life.
Pretty much. I mean, he's like, he goes, I need you. Hey!
So yeah, that's amazing. So he saved your life.
Yeah, he did. He saved my life. Yeah, but over the years, I'm sure people hear my stories and go, "There is no way that you have experienced this much and got to do, all this stuff." But he literally confirmed everything that I had said.
It's true.
And it was.
I used to say that, but he's had so many confirmed that now it's just off the wall. If you ever lie to me, just know I'm never gonna know.
I won't ever lie.
Yeah,
I'm a horrible liar.
That was an amazing day. I mean, it was very. You're right. He corroborated every single stupid thing you ever told us. I mean, every over-the-top ridiculous story was confirmed in the Philippines.
Yeah.
From earthquakes to
Did you
midnight
go-
basketball. I mean,
I have heard the earthquake story.
Yeah.
And the when you were in Atlanta, you probably went to some of the hospitals that I went to.
Why would I go to the hospital?
Well, because that's where I used to work when I was an auto transfusionist.
Yeah, but why would she go?
I should
don't
have
know.
gone and
She's
interviewed
just
some of the
gone,
hospital
see?
staff
You
and
should-
asked if they knew Mudflap.
Did you ride?
Oh yeah. Did you know Mudflap? Oh yeah. Sure.
Did you ride? Did you ride Marta while you were there?
That's where we didn't belong.
Okay, that's
Now you know.
yeah. No, I've heard.
Cashmere on the Marta does not mix.
Yes, I've heard that Marta is. Let's just say
That's
it's
like
not
the
for
Avenue
everybody.
Q?
Yeah,
They were
it's-
calling
oh,
it
yeah.
the Baby New York, and that was a
Yeah.
very accurate description because driving is insane there.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah,
Ubers that pick you up have dents in the side of their cars and stuff.
Oh my gosh. They
Yeah.
didn't have any like cars that just drive themselves.
Way,
Oh.
Waymos or whatever those
Yeah.
things are called.
Actually, yes.
Did
You
they
guys,
really?
we were in one, and there was a wadded up blanket that looked like it had fallen out of the back of a truck or something. And the Waymo, there were 4 of us in there. The Waymo comes up and just slams on the brakes and just stops in all of the traffic at this blanket. And so I call the Waymo and the customer service, and I'm like, we stopped in the middle of this road. We're probably about to die. Get us out of here. I mean, and now looking back, they didn't ask, could it have been a body? Could it have been a baby or anything? They just fired us back up and we took off.
So,
But it did.
but
It
it
really
stopped
was.
for a blanket.
Yes.
God, see, that's why I don't driverless vehicles.
And it
not
was
for
a busy
me, man.
road.
Yeah, that's weird. That's
Oh yeah,
dangerous.
you could have.
And setting out in the middle of a road. like
Oh,
that?
And when that
man.
happens, those doors lock, so you can't get out.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
I would not want the doors to lock.
it
like a
was
nightmare.
instant panic. It was rough.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like,
But-
get me out of here.
Like,
Wow.
I mean, so I probably need to watch the news and make sure nothing was in that blanket.
Yes. Oh wow. What was thought at first to be a random blanket in the road turned out to be, maybe. Oh, that's creepy. That is creepy.
The fact
And
that it
doors
locked the
lock, and
doors.
and you're just stuck there.
Have you heard that's why the flood, or whenever the floods happened, there was such a mass chaos and issues. I mean, people were getting hurt because these cars would lock and the flooding all hit and they had nowhere to go.
Oh man, that's
Just
Yeah,
don't get in
that's-
one. I'm sworn off of them now because that could have been really, really bad.
new fear unlocked. No, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Well. Listen. Glad you survived Atlanta. You make it sound like a place I'm dying to get to. I'll tell you that.
It's always an adventure with me. It's just me.
That's true. Of Chester County, Pennsylvania, thought a beloved family diamond was gone forever when it fell off of her ring or fell off her finger during a water aerobics class. Now, in a 1 in a billion coincidence, her neighbor Coleman played water volleyball in the same pool later that day and managed to step on the gem so perfectly that it waded into the sole of his water shoe. Now, here's where it gets kind of remarkable. Coleman had no idea that the diamond was in the sole of his shoe when he traveled to Florida for vacation. He wore the shoe at the beach and at the pool in the ocean before finally spotting what he thought was a piece of glass in his tread. Well, for some reason, he was inspired to take it to a jewelry. Sure enough,
To a jeweler.
jeweler. Sure enough, it was a high-quality vintage diamond. Coleman then posted a photo of the shoe on Facebook where mutual friends connected Coleman and Cindy, his neighbor, and the diamond was returned to Cindy for Valentine's Day.
That's a nice story.
Is that just not
Wow.
cool? I mean, he took off with it. He's swimming out there, and he goes, crazy. And good for him.
All right, that's and it just stopped. The vehicle stopped and the doors locked, right?
Mm-hmm.
The doors,
So you're
I
in the
can't
middle-
believe the doors
So you're in the middle
locked.
of the highway or the freeway, whatever you're on, and it just stops. So you have to call customer service basically. Hey, can you get this thing going again?
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
That is so weird. I mean, that's just asking for
Customer
people to throw
service.
stuff in the road and to disrupt traffic and everything. And you bringing that up this morning, it's kind of weird because I just saw where Waymo is launching these cars in 3 more cities, and they're right here in Texas. It's Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio. So they're going to have Waymo now in the Metroplex.
Man.
I
There
will
is
not
no way I'm
experience
getting.
that.
So let me ask you this: so how did you get on this thing to begin with? I mean, did y'all purposefully order up a Waymo? Is there an
Whitney
app
did.
for Waymo, or is there?
Yeah, Whitney. She ordered
Okay.
a Waymo, and 2 of the guys that were with us didn't really want to do the Waymo, so she
Yeah.
just ordered it. And then, of course, that happens on the one trip.
So you have an app, just like you have
Yeah,
like Uber
it's like a
or
Uber.
Lyft or
Mhm.
whatever. Okay.
I think you can order the Waymo off of Uber, so you can
Okay.
select a driverless car.
I just don't know why
Hmm.
you would want to
It's
do
the
that.
it's the time frame. So the wait in Atlanta for a regular Uber would be 20-30 minutes, where you could order the Waymo and it would be there in 4. Convenience. Sacrifice your life for the 20 minutes you
I
save.
guess it's always available because nobody wants to get on those
Yeah.
stupid things, right? Oh, that is just I don't even know if I want to do it just for the curiosity factor of like, oh, a driverless car. I wonder what this is all about. I don't think I even want a part of it. Do you? Have you ever been in one?
I've never been in one. I guess there is a bit of a curiosity to me that wants to get in one. Like, I want to see what this thing does.
Yeah.
That's the curiosity. The reality is, I'm not sure. After hearing all this, I'm not sure I want to do
I
it.
don't know. I file it under just because you can doesn't mean you should.
know,
You know,
I know.
I just
I didn't say I
think
was
it's- I think it's
going to.
creepy.
Yeah.
When
glad
we
you
were in
survived, though.
Scottsdale, they had Waymo. We did them there, and we didn't have any trouble. But we would see a Waymo pulled over by a police officer, and
What?
like, what do you do if you're a cop? You walk up there. I would be so mad.
Step
like,
out of the car, please.
yeah.
What
But they
do
don't
they
allow
do?
them on. They don't allow them on highways anymore in Arizona because of those reasons that we
Yeah.
just talked about.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you know what's weird about it is it seems like their best use if we're going to have these would be in smaller communities that don't have a pool of people to pull from as much to be drivers for things.
That's a good point. Or traffic.
You know, but they could still be useful for people to have that. You know, if there's a place that doesn't have like public transportation or something, or maybe, and the traffic would be less, yeah, and so it'd be safer to have a driverless vehicle in a town, maybe. But in a major city where can you like think of Houston traffic? It's terrible enough with the humans, but then you throw in driverless vehicles and stopping in the road, and oh my gosh, that sounds like a nightmare to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anybody in the gang ever been on a Waymo? What is it? Waymo?
Waymo. I probably say it wrong.
No, it's Waymo. Waymo, I think.
Waymo, Wamo.
Yeah. A Waymo.
We haven't had any comments yet, but I bet the gang has some stories because there are just so many of them.
Yeah.
And and then Peggy threw something out also there. We haven't really talked about it because I don't know a whole lot about it. I saw something on the weekend. I said jelly rolls in hot water now because there's some video that came out of him saying something about something with the Epstein thing. And
really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just so hard to keep up with.
She's our detective.
Well, she is. But I saw something about it. But I just, so many of those things like that. I've gotten to where I see stuff and I'm just like, do I really want to manage that situation? And I just move on with my life. I can't be upset about everything. I can't be offended by everything. I can't manage every situation. I can't boycott everything that does something.
Jeff.
But really, and I've just gotten to where. Because I get amped up for things sometimes, there's certain things, but like this thing with Jelly Roll, I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't have time to
Jelly.
I don't have time to research Jelly Roll and what he did or didn't do. I find myself I don't care when it gets right down to it.
Yeah, why does it matter?
Because you just can't care about everything, I got enough trouble managing my own life without having to also manage everybody else. So I'm out on the Jelly Roll things. I don't really know. Anybody want to fill us in or something? Great. That's cool.
I think he just had maybe another girl in a different hotel, and she found out about it.
Well, there's that, but there was something with Epstein in the list and him and equating something to somebody. I don't know. Like I said, I read a little bit about it, and I just thought, you know what? I don't have time for this.
He does need a new name, though. Man, he has lost so much weight.
Well, 200 pounds.
He's unrecognizable
he
almost.
Really is.
Yeah. Is he really getting his tattoos removed from his face? I heard that, too, but I don't know if that was some kind of AI video or something. I'm not real sure, but I heard he was getting rid of his face tattoos, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of like, whatever. It's too much stuff, man. Do you get that way, though?
Oh,
it's just
absolutely.
There's too much. It's like I couldn't even watch the State of the Union last night because I just decided that, even that. I mean, it's just by the time I got all settled down, everything was, I had to go to the grocery store, all the stuff. The game was almost over. Tech won, though, right?
Oh, yeah, Tech won.
So that was good.
Although at the beginning, we're like, take a deep breath, like, okay. And then they finally, once they put it into fifth gear, it's like, okay, we're okay.
Didn't Christian Anderson have a really good game?
Oh, he had a great game, yeah. He was just on fire, that guy. Okay. He's knocking it down, my buddy. Christian Anderson, baby.
So, I had that going on, and then I think Kathy and I ended up watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Have you seen that?
I want your take on it.
Okay, listen.
Your perspective is going to be great for this.
Yeah, I know. This is another thing where I don't want to have to manage these people's lives because they're all it's just crazy, man. The drama and I don't know. I can't decide. We started watching it, and I think we're in season 2 right now. And the reason we started watching it was because, what's her name, Taylor? I think she's going to be the new Bachelorette.
What?
Yeah, have you heard that?
No.
Yeah, she's going to be on the Bachelorette. She is the new Bachelorette. And so we always watch The Bachelor and Bachelorette. We always have, and so just for the crazy drama and all this.
Oh, that's going to unlock a new level of drama if she's the Bachelorette.
Does she have 3 kids?
I think so.
I think she has 3 kids. I mean, just all the and any guy who's watched this show and then go on that show trying to marry her, I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, why would you even sign up?
Right. I just feel like you're just asking for a whole world of drama. Anyway, have you heard about this show?
I've heard about it. Yeah.
It's interesting, and I'm thinking the Mormon Church must hate this. I mean, they've got to hate this. I can't imagine that they think this is a great idea, but. It's it's just
it is
terrible.
Yeah, it is.
It's
our world today. The fact that that's so entertaining.
But the weird thing about it, I mean, I'm just like, look, I don't know a lot about being Mormon. I'm not trying to do what you want to do. It's a free country, whatever. But what's weird to me is watching this, and they're doing all this stuff. There's all kinds of stuff going on, but they don't want to drink alcohol. They'll drink sodas. I mean, and I'm just like, yeah, but okay, but you're doing all this other stuff. I mean, I'm just like, what?
You don't even have an excuse for it if you're not drinking alcohol.
That's me. I'm just like, they must have the most boring parties in the world, yet all this craziness happens. And I'm like, man, it's probably best y'all just stick to the sodas, because if y'all start drinking, things are going to happen that's going to be out of control. Anyway, it's an interesting show, to say the least. But
do they knock on doors?
Yeah, no, not in this particular thing. They don't. Not yet.
Okay.
Have you been watching it?
It frustrates me. So
okay,
I have to turn it off. I have seen it.
I tell you who I can't stand, and this. Yeah, see here, this is embarrassing, but this Whitney. Oh my gosh!
I know.
Get out of there! Why do they even let her in the group? Just get away. You're just like, she's not like the others. I think she's jealous of the rest of them, and she just can't take it, and she wants to be. Oh, yeah, don't.
That's what the worst part is that they create so much drama.
Here I am saying I don't want to get involved in drama and managing people's stuff, and I'm watching this stupid show.
And then there's Whitney.
Yeah, and there's Whitney. Oh, my gosh. Whitney, what are you doing? No, it's a fascinating show. It really is. But the only reason I started watching is because she's going to be on The Bachelorette. So, yeah.
Do you think they're like that in real life?
I think to an extent they probably are, but all these shows stir up drama. That's how they do it. It's just like Selling Sunset. You haven't watched that yet, right?
I haven't. I've got to do that.
You got to watch that.
I know.
So what they just find little scenarios that they try to stir up drama, because that's what makes the show is all the drama and stuff. That show's not about signing realty contracts and oh, it's a beautiful home. They show homes and things, but it's mostly about stupid, just drama, infighting among people.
I bet there will be a twist on The Bachelorette with Taylor. I bet she doesn't give a rose or something at the very end. There will be some sort of major drama. Yeah, because like this, what's the guy that in season 2, the guy it's the father of her latest baby. I mean, right? But yeah, and what's his name? Charles? No, what's his name? Dakota. His name's Dakota. Oh, yeah. Which that's kind of funny too. But yeah, and I feel like she's sort of mean to him, but I guess he was not great either. But I don't know. I feel like she's like being a little rough on the guy. Like he's trying to do the right
like
thing.
Sin Help, the movie.
No, it's nothing like Sin Help, the movie.
Okay.
It's nothing at all like that. So yeah.
Mudflap, you should watch an episode of that.
Okay.
And then give us your take on it. That would be entertaining.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives update with Mudflap. That could be interesting. All right. Well, we've gone from driverless cars to
Mormons,
reality TV, and
I'm
everything
back.
else. So yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yes,
way to go, Katie Jo.
Nice job.
All right. Well, here's something. I got my windshield in my truck fixed the other day. I had a it's a crack that went all the way across my windshield because I'd taken a piece of gravel. It's a typical thing in Lubbock. You're driving down the loop, and all of a sudden, boom! You think, oh my gosh, I've been shot! And then you realize, oh no, that was just like a rock that hit my windshield. But then it always does that thing. At first, you're like, it's not that bad. Well, then the next day, it's already like spidering out across, and you got to get fixed. So I called AA&A Windshield and Glass. They're new to Lubbock, but they've actually been around for like 30 years, I think, like in Amarillo. They're also in Plainview, and now they've expanded into Lubbock. But again, it's AA&A Windshield and Glass. And they came out. They actually came here to my truck was out in the parking lot. They came here. They repaired the windshield. They replaced it and did a great job. And I was like, wow, this is pretty convenient. I like this. They offer same-day windshield replacements, so no waiting weeks just to get on the schedule. And they're insurance accepted. Plus, they handle all the paperwork for you. And as a high-volume shop, they've got better inventory, which means faster replacements. And that's a big deal because some of those windshields they'll tell you, other places will tell you, oh, that's going to be weeks or oh, that's months, and you're like, golly, really? But no, since they're a high volume shop at AA&A Windshield and Glass, they got that better inventory, so it does mean faster replacement. So that is really cool. So if you need a windshield replaced, Here's their website. It is AAAwindshieldglass.com. That's AAAwindshieldglass.com. You can find out everything you need to know there and get that windshield replaced. See, I got another one. It's like, I feel like of our two vehicles, there's always one at any given time that needs a new windshield. So we got to get the Bronco going next. So that's down the road for me a little bit there. All right. What time is it? Wow, 6:54. Wow, time flies. We're having fun, man.
This is KLLL, Jeff Mudflap and the Gang. 96.3 KLLL. Let's go. The party of the summer is hitting Lubbock. Luke Bryan's Word on the Street Tour, June 12th. Want to be there for free? Yes. Keep it locked to score your free tickets, including tickets in the first 5 rows. From Frontier Dodge and Lubbock's Concert Station. 96.3 KLLL.
From the Pedro's Tamale Studio, this is Lubbock's country leader, 96.3 KLLL. Heard worldwide on the KLLL mobile app.
Katie Jo, you're back today
Yes,
after being
I'm
gone
back.
for 3 days.
Welcome back.
3 days. You guys really keep a tally of those days I'm gone.
We sure do.
So does the gang. They're so welcoming. They
Yeah.
said they missed me. Peggy and Tina and Jamie and Elaine. Everybody's texting in.
Yep.
Okay, well, you don't have to, I mean, I don't know that we get that.
You guys should leave every once in a while. Then they'll say they missed you.
No.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, they were gone? Yeah, I know how it goes.
Who are
That's fine.
they?
But anyway, I guess you had a good experience. You went to Atlanta, right?
Did. It was great. Yes.
Got to ride the driverless vehicle.
And it was an
Terrifying.
adventure. Our flight from here, we had a medical emergency on the flight. It was a whole experience, and I don't understand planes. It was kind of like the Buc-ee's deal.
Right.
We were already halfway there,
Okay.
and so I don't know why we didn't land
Were
halfway
you living
there.
on a prayer?
We circled back
Oh,
to DFW. Yeah,
Circled back.
I needed some Bon Jovi.
So what was the medical emergency? Do you know?
Yes, a 22-year-old ate a handful of peanuts before he got on the plane, and he's eaten peanuts his entire life. And we get up to altitude, and EpiPen wasn't working, Benadryl was not working. They had oxygen tanks, CPR. It was horrible. I felt horrible for that
Was
guy.
he? Oh, wow.
So did he? So he's eaten peanuts before.
Yeah, and he was actually on some of the agents that were flying in on a later flight. He was on their flight, and so they brought him all in, and they were sitting there talking to him, and she goes, "Oh, I know you. We've heard all about you." He was humiliated. I felt so bad for him.
Wow, he's the guy that made everybody late.
You're that guy.
That's what's weird about allergies, though. But you think by 22, that. But I guess things change. I mean, I've had an allergic reaction before. This was like, I don't know. It's been a while. It's probably 10 years ago, something like that. And I woke up on a Saturday morning, and I wake up and I feel my lips tingling a little bit, and I'm just starting to feel kind of weird. And within like the hour, my face was like the size of a giant pumpkin. I had to go to the emergency room. My lips were all swollen, and like it was the most painful thing ever. It hurt.
Let me guess. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad are you hurt?
Yeah, okay. You mentioned that, and it's funny. So I go into the emergency. I call Kathy. She was at work that morning. I said, hey, I feel kind of weird. I feel like I'm getting all tingly. She said, I think you're having an allergic reaction to something, which was weird because I hadn't even been – I mean, I literally had just awakened, so it's not like I ate something that morning. But we had played at a golf tournament. It was on Friday out at the Rawls course.
I remember.
So all we could ever figure through all this was that there must have been some plant or something out there I was allergic to, and it just I don't know.
Have you played out there
combination of
since?
things. I have, and I haven't had that problem. So I don't know. They never could determine what I was allergic to ultimately. But anyway, back to the story. So she says, you probably need to go to the emergency room because if it keeps going, you might not be able to breathe. And I'm thinking, oh, great. Yeah. So I drive over to the emergency room and I walk in. By the time I get there, I mean, I look like a circus freak, man. I mean, I've got my lips are ginormous. My face is swollen. My eyes. I mean, it's terrible, man. I mean, it's clear that something is wrong. I walk in, and, you got to go through the whole thing. You walk in there, and you go, Okay, if you'll just fill out these forms. Yeah, my face is swelling up. I can't breathe. I mean, it's terrible. And the lady's like, what seems to be the problem today? I was like, you've got to be kidding me. What's the problem? My head is like 5 times its normal size. My lips normally look like this. Something's wrong. I'm having a reaction. I'm afraid I can't breathe. I need an EpiPen. Let's move it. You know? And they go, okay, if you'll fill out the forms, have a seat over there. Fill out the forms and have a seat. I'm in distress. This is an emergency.